you guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. It is our Make It Monday, and I know I said I was going to do a book tutorial on how to create a junk journal from the beginning to the end, just to cover really, because we already done our signatures. But today I forgot we do our Scrabble Piece Challenge. So today is our Index Card Scrabble Piece Challenge. Don't forget to hashtag ICSP. And yeah, so we're up to the letter H, which is worth 4 points. And again, there's no points in this, but if you'd like to tally up your index cards when you're done, you know, just for the sake of doing so, the H is worth 4 points. Okay, so I have here 2 oversized index cards. These are the 5x8 size index cards, and I am going to just use what I have here on my desk to decorate these 2 cards. I always do sort of a collage, you know, mixed media. So yeah, I'm just going to continue with that theme and just go right on in and start decorating these 2 index cards. I'm using lots and lots of book page that I've torn out of an old book, or out of a couple of old books actually. Yeah, I'm just going to continue tearing them up. I will ink the edges of them if I find my ink dauber and my favorite ink of choice, which is ground espresso distress oxide. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. Oh, that already brings out like some of the best parts of the pages, right? The torn edges. So yeah, I'm just gonna ink around the edges and get this collaged onto my index card. Yeah, it's a Make It Monday, and I've decided I think I'm going to stop naming my I know I do so much on this channel, right? Constantly changing things around, which is good for me. It keeps things interesting. I think I'm going to stop naming my days of the week. It just makes it a lot easier if I just put out the video and not really name it. I will continue to put them into their own playlists so that you guys can find the videos just you know, just easily. But yeah, I don't think it really matters too much to y'all if the video comes out on a Monday or Tuesday or whatever day of the week it is. So yeah, I'm not even going to refer to Make It Monday or Twisted Tuesday or what have you. I'm just going to give you guys the best of everything. So yeah, I'm just again inking around this very old brittle book page. This is from a cookbook. It's about breads and soup. So yeah, so far that's coming out pretty cool. I'm going around my corners now because I always forget and then have to work around either a Scrabble piece or something else that I've embellished the index card with, and then it's very difficult to work around those pieces, those raised pieces on the index card. So I'm going to round the corners on both index cards now, and yeah, I'll just continue to collage with book page as my base. So here we have another little bit of this is from a cookbook. So again, I'm just inking around the edges, which kind of brings out the best parts of the paper, which is that torn, crispy torn edge of an old book. So cool. I hope y'all are having a smashing day and are doing crafty things in your craft spaces. And yeah, it's the start of a new week, so I think we should just go off with a bang, right? So here we go, just some more book page as my base right along here. And I will follow up with another piece of book page over on the other side. So I am again making 2 index cards at the same time, but this is by no means like a mass make or anything. You could do as many or as few as you like. And yeah, it's just all about the participation in the challenge. So yeah, And I'm using a new glue stick. Well, not really new. It's an older glue stick, but this is Elmer's all-purpose glue. And it says all-purpose glue stick, goes on smooth, acid-free, safe for photos, and non-toxic. So I'm assuming that it is a permanent glue. And it should work out just fine. Whoops. Okay. So here are just some pieces to my base of the index card. I'll do another little piece right up here at the top. And I think I want to grungy up this one a little bit more, on this card I should say. So I'll go in heavier with the inking well over here. Okay, so that should work out. Let's just get underneath where the glue missed on both pieces of paper. Perfect. Okay, so yes, we are up to the letter H. I have the sticker here. It says hedgehog, obviously. Hedgehog starts with H. I'm just gonna add a little bit more glue to it. Probably Fabrifix should work just fine. And I'll also glue down my Scrabble piece as well. I have two Scrabble pieces. One is the standard wood color. The other one happens to be black with white writing. So I think that should work out really well. And I also have the number 8, because H is the 8th number of the alphabet. I don't know when I started to do this, like put a number on there, but I think it just looks so cool. It just gives it another element, right? Something else to look at and wonder, like, why is there a number on there? Why is the number 8 on there? Well, H happens to be the 8th number, so that works out. And I'm going to pop my Scrabble piece right there in the middle with some Fabrifix glue. And I have my laser cuts, of course. I have the word hugs. I have a hummingbird. I have a heart. And I have a house. So I normally add a laser cut piece or two to each project. So I will do that as well here. I'm going to add the heart and the house to one, and the word hugs, the word hugs and the hummingbird to another. So let's just do that over here. I'll put the heart on this side. And I'm just getting Fabrifix like everywhere, wherever. I know it's difficult to do it with all these gaps and spaces between the laser cut, but it should dry clear and come out really cute. I'm going to ink my house. I'm going to ink my house. That's funny. I'm just going to ink it with the same ground espresso. Just get some color on it because it looks a little stark. And pop that into the project as well. So there we go. It has a good bit of ink on one side, and I will Fabrifix it down as well to the project. Come on, Fabrifix, what are you doing? There we go. Okay. Okay. And that's gonna live right there. So I have not done tabs on top of these in a while. So I think I'm going to put a couple of tabs on here. And I'm just inking around the edges of the index card as well, just to break up some of that stark whiteness of the card. And like I said, I want to grunge up this card a little bit more than the next one. So I'm really going in heavy around the corners of the index card. And I will add my 2 tabs to the top of this index card. These are some fishtail tabs that I die cut with my die cutting machine. So I'll just pop a couple of these right in here, and then I can put an eyelet or two, maybe, maybe not. Eyelets are cute, like, you know, they're great little embellishments, but sometimes they just don't go. Like, not all the time does a project need an eyelet just because there's 2 holes in it. You don't really have to put an eyelet in, but it all depends. When you're done, you can step back and take a look and see if your project actually needs an eyelet. But I'm just going to add these 2 fishtail tabs, or whale tail tabs, I should say. Did I say fishtail before? These are whale tail die cut tabs. I'm going to space them evenly apart and evenly away from the edges. So right there. And there, now we have one that's done. So far so good. And again, I'll just continue to grunge it up as I go. As things dry, I may add a couple more embellishments or elements on here. So that's a possibility. Alright, so I went ahead and cut out this. It was a square. I cut it out. It says Home Sweet Home. I was thinking about using it on here, but I'm going to pass on that because it's a bit big, large piece. I will then add this card that says hello. It's someone's business card. So I'll just add this business card with the hello facing out. And there really isn't much to do to this card because it's already like has its own statement right there on there. So I'm just going to pop it down right here. And I will get my black Scrabble piece and pop that on here. Sweet. I also have the letter H, which is one of my final stickers. And you can get these anywhere at any craft store. They usually have lettered stickers for crafting. So I'll place that right there. I'm going to place my word hugs in the project. And because this is like a laser cut word, the chipboard that it's made out of is very fragile. So you have to be careful if you are using these on anything to like not break it, because it's easily broken. So I'm just going to get the excess glue out of the way. I'm going to pop that down right there at the bottom, and I'm going to put in my hummingbird, and then we'll see what else we have left over that needs to go onto this project. Oh, that's cute. I'm going to twist the hummingbird to touch the H just slightly. And all my excess glue will dry clear, and I'll use my rubber to get rid of it when we're done. Just very carefully, because one, I'm erasing on that very fragile piece of paper, and then two, my hummingbird is that very delicate laser cut that I was talking about, cut from chipboard. So, okay. And here I have a little sticker that says white pine and tar. I believe it's a compound from yesteryear where people would drink these serums and whatnot to make themselves feel better. This says for coughs, hoarseness, and bronchitis, etc. So I am just going to plop that down right here. Let's see. I'm gonna rearrange my hummingbird just a little bit. I'm gonna pop down that first and then put my hummingbird back. There we go. Perfect. And then whatever is not stuck down, you know what to do. Just go in underneath with your glue stick and secure everything back to the page. I again have these whale tail tabs. These are some smaller ones. I think I'm going to put these on the side over here, just to break up some of that color and bring some contrast into the project. So I'm using red whale tails on this one. The other one I used blue. So yeah, it's just for some contrast and color to be added to the project. I have another one here, and I also have too much glue on this one, so I'll just borrow some glue from over here onto this one. Fold it over and glue it down. I'll leave the option for a eyelet to go in, so I always push the whale tail all the way to the edge and leave the holes open. So I'll do the same for these, and yeah, just glue them down. Try not to get glue inside those holes, which I've done several times, and then my eyelet is like struggling to fit in there. So there we go. And again, these are evenly spaced from the edges and from each other, so it should work out pretty well. And there we have it, another one done. And as I go, I mean, when I do look back at some of these index cards, I do look to see if I missed anything. Sometimes I add a couple more embellishments after the fact. But for today's project, here are 2 index cards for the letter H, and we are done, just like that. All right, guys. So yeah, this is not a very complicated process. It's not a very difficult challenge. It's just using up what you got. I happen to have a box of index cards and a bottle of Scrabble pieces. So that's how this whole thing came about. Next week, we'll do the letter I. Tomorrow, we'll do the book cover for the signatures that we created on Friday. And yeah, guys, this is it. I hope you guys have a super crafty day. Stay naturally curious. Don't forget to check out my links down below. And hit the bell. Give this video a thumbs up. And subscribe to the channel. All right? I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Have a crafty day, guys. Bye.